Dark Moon, thank you very much. Hello, everybody. We are going to be doing some Mighty Gunvolt. Basically, the main campaign, Gunvolt 80% of the sides, pretty much spin-off game to the Azure Strikeco Gunvolt game that released on Steam a couple years ago. If you bought this on the 3DS on launch, it came with it as a DLC free code, but if not, you can buy this game on Steam for like $5. It's actually pretty good. It is your typical Mega Man type game, very quick, just about 4 stages with a final stage there, and yeah, it's pretty good. So let's get started in 3, 2, 1, go. So on the first 2 screens, you're going to get a little bit of dialogue here. I implore you, if you ever buy this game and play it, read through the very, very awesome dialogue that's in this game. It's a treat. Alright, so at the start, we're going to be playing with Gunvolt. So he has 2 attributes. He has a very quick fire rate, and he also has a double jump. There are 2 other characters you can play in this game. One being Ikoro, who has a float ability similar to Peach from Mario 2. And then you have Beck, who is actually one of the main characters from, I believe, Mighty Number 9, who has a dash ability, which is very effective as well. But for this category, we're going to be using Gunvolt, which is pretty much the most ranked category of all 3 characters. First stage is Train.
Is Gunvolt the fastest of the 3?
It is. Gunvolt is the fastest because not only does he have a double jump, but he also has a charge beam, which does a ton of damage on pretty much every one of the bosses in the stage. Minus the double jump, the charge beam alone is worth having Gunvolt. The first boss is the Train boss. He has a couple RNG patterns. We're getting actually a pretty good pattern here. Minus this part here. He went to the top. And we'll get him back. So Gunvolt, yeah, as you saw there, the charge beam, when it stays within the hitbox of the boss, and you'll see that within the other bosses will hit in all the other levels, especially in the boss at the end of the school level here, you can actually use that charge beam to move inside and outside of the edge of the hitbox of the boss, and it will actually be faster than just kind of just laying it there, which is very interesting. You'll see it coming up here. Hopefully we can show that off in the school boss. Almost got the love skip there. So this speedrun is known as the the speedrun that kills you with love. As you see, the speakers shoot the letters of LOV at you. And sometimes, if you don't dodge the letters correctly, if we don't remove them from your path, they can pretty much ruin your speedrun for you. Right there is a good example. It's a speedrun that kills you with love. For the most part, all these levels are very scripted. The only RNG that comes from this game are the boss fights, unfortunately. And the worst one being the tower boss, which we'll get there within 2 stages, and you'll see how bad it is when we get there. But this one, Tentacle Boss, is also equally as bad. Alright, so we got Tentacles first time. Tentacle second time. There we go. So I didn't get a very good position on the first or the second phase there. But if you use your charge beam with Gunvolt and angle it at a certain directional angle there and wave it back and forth, it will move in and out of the hitbox and actually do a ton of damage. You can one cycle that boss. We got it in 2. But you can actually get that in 1 if you angle it right and wave the charge beam at a perfect direction there. Oh. So this part here, we're gonna preemptively shoot 2 there. Get rid of that one. There's some tight platforming as well in this speedrun. It's very short, so there's a lot of optimal movement that can be done. Especially with Gunvolt, which is the fastest category of all 3 characters. There's also a category that includes all 3 in 1, which is really fun to do. Let's get rid of that guy. Oh, did not do that. Get rid of this guy, though. There we go. But this one's really fun to do. I found the Gunvolt character to be pretty interesting to do, even though it's a very small and short speedrun. There's a lot of interesting tech that goes into it. Alright, so the lab boss. This guy has like about 3 different RNG patterns he's doing. The worst is what he does is the egg here. This is the one that we want, is where he dashes left to right like Pac-Man. And that's the second best right there. This is the worst one we can get, is where he sits in the middle and attacks us. Eggs are bad. There we go. Wow, that was a really bad fight. But we got it done. He has some really bad patterns, unfortunately. We want the Pac-Man formation. Like, you went left to right like Pac-Man. That's the one that we want, so we can use our charge beam on it. But he didn't give us that pattern a lot. And that's just one factor of RNG that can really affect your speedruns. So the tower stage is one of my favorites to do in the speedrun. There's a lot of really quick strats you can do in this level.
So what's with all the candy and fruit and everything scattered around the levels?
I've never figured out the candy and fruit to the lore of this game. I really wish I knew the backstory behind that, but from what I know, it's just there. And if you collect a lot of it, it gives you points, and if you collect a lot of points, you get an extra life. So that's all that I know from the collectible standpoint. It's very odd, I understand, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, missed his first jump there. That's fine. Alright, so coming up is the boss that if you are on PB pace for, in most of your speedruns, will actually decide whether you get a PB or not. And luckily, we got the best form of RNG that we can get for this fight. There we go. So that's the best pattern you can get. There are 2 other patterns that boss gives you. Both of them waste a ton of time, but that is the fastest one you can get. As you can see, it was very fast. You start your charge beam right at the start, and it's done. Alright, so time's coming up at the kill of this boss. The mirror boss has a couple different patterns. This is one of the most common ones you get. After each one, she will jump over you like this. And you need to kill her within this pattern to get another attack on like that. Another pattern, she'll drop daggers on you like this. You just gotta get ready for the next one. And that done for a 943. Not bad.
Very nice indeed.
So there you go. Very quick run. Again, this is a spin-off from the Azure Striker Gunvolt series that came out with the original game. It's a very quick speed run. Probably about a 20 to 30 minute casual run. But it's very fun. Very mini Mega Man like, and if you like fast, short speed runs, this is a pretty fun one to do. The RNG is terrible, so you have to kind of deal with that, but other than that, it's a very fun game. I like it, and I hope you all enjoyed it as well. There are 2 other characters you can do. They all have their separate speedruns, and there's a speedrun that includes all 3 together, which is also very fun to do as well. So yeah, that's it. I'm SDiezal. Thank you very much, and thanks for having me on SpeedGaming. Appreciate it.
Thanks, SDiezal. We're going to take just a quick moment to get set up for the next run, and then we will be right back.